Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to the next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. I'm just thinking about the next normal. What are we going to normalize ourselves to next? Wouldn't it be great to normalize yourself in this elevated, pro-positive, generous, cooperative, loving, kind, innovative energy? Wouldn't it be great that our next normal is that dimension? Emphasizing work on the arts, music, painting, drawing, and governing from a spirit that comes from this sense of artistry, compassion, care, understanding. That's the next normal. That's why we're doing the show. So we can offer guidance and inspiration and solutions to life's complex situations we might find ourselves in, so that our next normal is an evolving one. Our next normal is we don't go back to our past. We are consistently moving towards, I would say, the light. Everything that is positive and uplifting and good. It's just that sometimes we don't do it like that all the time. We go back to the old. The old creates a lot of uncomfortable experience and damages. Have you ever left a plate of food on the table, out, it's summer, for a week or two? Would you eat that food? Would you eat the plate? Would you eat the food on that plate? It's old. It's the past. It's back there. It didn't work, or it did what it did when it was fresh food. It did what it did. But after it lagging and no longer really being offered the right kind of a nurturing energy, the food is stale. You're not going to eat it. It'll make you sick if you do. And I think in the same way, if we even go back to how life maybe was in the old days, where there was no air condition, no heat, we had to go on a donkey or a camel or a horse and travel statewide, which took us days. I just want you to think about what it means to live a life backward. It is hard. The reason why we've moved into an age of the awakening, or the digital age, or the age of technology, it was supposed to physically give us an opportunity for life to be easier. And physically, in many ways it is. But spiritually and emotionally and mentally, we're not nurturing the soul with the right kinds of thoughts. I just want you to make this your religion here. Every negative, waste, or revengeful or unintentional, like bad feelings, you either take in or you give to another person, is destroying you. It's going to make your life difficult and complicated. Please make this a mantra for you. The moment you find yourself not having a good wish for somebody, you are falling. They too maybe eventually, but you immediately will get that energy back at you. Your conscience is hearing you. And throughout history, you've looked at civilizations, superpowers that have crumbled because at some point and in some way, the citizens began to lose sight of their value and their worth and who they are as a people. Freedom is a powerful force, but to abuse freedom and have no principle or value becomes chaos. And everybody wants to say what they want to say. Everybody has a right to do what they want to do. But without the mindfulness and the principle behind it, it creates a lot of suffering and pain. And like every country, they go through challenging times. Many countries have a lot of benefits, and some countries have things that they're struggling with as a nation. And here we are, meditate the vote. In just a few more days, we'll have a new president in the White House. And the meditate the vote idea was really to cultivate people's good feelings and acceptance and respect for each one's idea, and who they choose to vote for is like choosing a parent, as Sister Shivani shared in an interview in North Carolina. It is like choosing a friend, somebody that you trust to actually help your country to flourish. We've had many parents. We're moving to the 47th parent for the United States. And it's an ironic time that we're in as a country. And meditate the vote is to somehow give you the breath, a moment to pause and ask yourself, what is it that you actually like about America? What is it that you love about America? I mean, I'm throwing that out to you too, and to those who are watching me now from another country. And I'm not talking about the news negative stuff that you might hear from America because it sells papers or it sells, viewership. I'm just talking about the ideas, things that you've heard about America that you go, that is such a good thing. Feel free to put it in the comment. What are the things that you actually like about the united, not divided, the United States of America? What are the things of this country that is important to you? Freedom is on the top list for me. Number 2, you can be and do whatever you want in terms of building your career and your life in this country. That's number 2. Number 3, oh my goodness, the diversity. You can meet every nation without leaving this country. Even at Epcot Center in Florida, you can travel the whole world through that Disney program or amusement park that's there. But what are some of the things that you like about a country that has been through a lot? And you've got to give it credit for aiming to fulfill its ideal. As a country that can invite the world in to come into its land, produce, build, make a life for yourself, as well as considering that you making a life is building this country's reputation, this country's power, this country's GPT, this country's whole life. Just to highlight it to the world. So some folks might say, the wars, you work hard when you come here. People might say this about America, racism was a hard one to swallow. It still is today. But if it's not racism in America, it's caste system in other countries. Who has fair skin, who has dark skin, what's your last name, what caste do you come from? Put you in boxes. Everywhere you go, there's something like that. Everywhere. It's just something like that. But there's so much here to love. And I think for half of the country, as you're witnessing all over the world, there's a struggle between two forces. And it could be our own internal struggle too. There's a part of us inside that wants to climb and be the best that we can possibly be. Everyone has that wish. Everyone. And there's a part of you that tries to pull you back and pull you down and control and manipulate and rule over. Everywhere. Even inside of yourself. And if you really observe your soul, and you really look at yourself inside, when you choose principles, and values, and love, and peace, and power, and wisdom, and shared mentality, cooperation, compassion. It's like a liberating force. It gives. And it will make things grow. Because it's not trying to control you. It's do what you got to do, but just be conscientious. And if inside of yourself you've ever felt you want to be free, you want to be free from a marriage, you want to be free from a job, you want to be free from a community, you want to be free from your weight, you want to be free from your city, your house, where you're living, means I want better. You look at what is it that's holding us back from that. It's algae, the 5 vices. Anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego holds us back. In the same way, I'm watching America's going through that with its citizens. Some of us are applying algae, anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego in the way we choose to live or inspire others, and it's pulling the nation back. It's pulling the nation down. In half of the country, majority of the country, they don't feel comfortable with that. But there's something about algae, the way it turns your intellectual ability off to feed into you so you stay down. That's why negative news, violent movies, sexual movies, and all of these things, they feed on your lower vibrations because it controls you. A lower energy of thinking controls people. A higher energy of living releases, frees people. And that's one of the greatest factors of American culture. You have the freedom to express and to be whatever you wish to be. There's diversity here, innovativeness, incredible people who come over with a suitcase and $5 in their pocket are now millionaires living in mansions. There are some people in the USA who were born here who don't like that. But they do love their country, and their country never told them not to work hard and go for it. But some of us can hold on to the color of our skin as our means of authority. Some of us can hold on to our power based on our political party. Some of us can hold on to power because of just sheer ignorance, right? And so today's show, and for featuring the Meditate the Vote, I want you to think about what are the things that you like about America. Just visualize it. And I just want to go into even my own thought about the country in a meditation. And the reason why is that our pure thoughts and pure vibrations will help to increase the energy of the soil. The energy of the soil vibrates in the feet of its people, the citizens of the country. And so as we look at the citizenship of this country and the soil, now what I'd like you to do is close your eyes and just imagine yourself a bearer of good news, a bearer of good wishes, pure feelings. And I want you to just visualize that through your presence, there is a positive energy of God's light spreading far and wide throughout the country. And if you are watching this from any corner of the United States, I want you to send your peaceful energy over the land. Wish the land peace and wish the citizens to be at peace. And if you're watching from another country, please send your peace to America. the land. The spaces, the communities, the nature, the beaches, the waters, the vegetation, the innovativeness, the creativity, the generosity of the land. Just send it your peaceful and good wishes today, because you value the country. No bad thoughts about America, not now in this meditation. Just bless the land for now, and bless its people. And wish it well for being an entity and energy as civilization that has given the world a chance to live one of life's greatest ideals, and that is to live a life bigger than you. That is to dream bigger than you could ever imagine. And that is to serve and to help other nations as well as its citizens. There's a saying, as is the king, so are the citizens. A country cannot sustain itself without the contribution from its residents. And the most important contribution the residents in a land or the citizens in a country must offer is the contribution of kindness and respect and cooperation and peace. And for everyone out there who lives in the United States of America, your purpose is to contribute kindness, respect, cooperation, helping each other, peace, and building your life. Not getting caught up in lies, deceit, and deceptions, and just cooperate with the land. Cooperate with its vision and its ideal. Give more than you take from America. Give more to the United States of America than take from it. The more you give, the more it'll offer abundance to you. It's time that we respect the land, respect its people, and find peaceful resolution when it comes on to challenging situations. There is a solution to all situations. This land gives us an opportunity to speak out Now, speak with your self-respect and listen with self-respect. Keep serving the land and the citizens. Help, cooperate. Keep covering America with peace. Keep covering it with peace. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Keep sending your peace. If I were to, Santosh, go to Awakened Intelligence to find out what are some of the things that we really love about the US or most value about America, people generally value these things. One, yes, freedom and democracy, top of the list. America's commitment to individual rights, freedom of speech, and democratic governance is often highly valued. Many people view it as a beacon of personal freedom and civil liberties. But as I was saying, you can have freedom and democracy, but bring principles and values if you want to sustain it. Principles and values are very important. Universal principles and values, not Christian values, Jewish values, Muslim values, financial values. Universal values and principles that are inherent in every spirit. Number two, economic opportunity and innovation. The idea of the American dream and the nation's entrepreneurial culture make it a place where people believe they can achieve financial success through hard work and creativity. Many respect America's innovation in technology, business, and science. Number three, cultural influence and diversity. American movies, music, fashion, and media have a significant global influence, making it a cultural powerhouse. America is a melting pot of cultures, drawing people from around the world and blending diverse traditions. Number four, education and research. America has many top-ranking universities and research institutions which attract international students and researchers from around the world. This focus on education and scientific advancement contributes to its global reputation. Number five, humanitarian and global leadership. America's history of providing aid, supporting international development, and engaging in diplomacy is valued by many, despite what the critics say. Its role in international organizations like the UN also underscores its commitment to global issues. These attributes make America appealing and influential, even though opinions on the country's policies or cultural norms may vary widely. You know, when you're trying to please everyone in the world, you're always going to find a critic. Or just imagine, think of countries around the world. Go to Africa, Argentina, go to China, go to India, go to Belgium, go to London. I'm just speaking of countries, but just think about the whole world has this idea that the moment they land there, they're going to make it. It's just that energy, a feeling. I'm going to make it here. It's a powerful idea. Let's go to our Sister Gita effect and get some inspiration from our beautiful sister.
I am selecting from Remember Me the idea Man Man Above, which means be mine with your mind, I am called by many names. You have called me Shiva, Jehovah, God, Allah. You have built temples and churches for me, and searched for me on pilgrimages and on mountains. But you couldn't see me with those eyes. My form is a divine, subtle light, like a shining star. I reside in a world of consciousness far beyond this material universe. You too used to reside with me in this supreme abode of timeless peace and silence. Your form is also like mine, divine, subtle, eternal. Like a star, you are a soul, and the soul is an actor. You are playing your part through the body in this unlimited drama of life. Change is inevitable, so there's no need to be attached to anyone or anything. After playing many parts, you have forgotten who you are. You truly have. You have forgotten your original home, and you therefore have forgotten me. I am your father, your teacher. I am not omnipresent. I appear in the drama of life to liberate you from the strings of illusion and the attachments to them. I am the purifier. I create the most beautiful portrait of you. I am your purifier father. I am the director of the drama play. Be mine with your mind. Remember me. Om Shanti.
Welcome back, everyone. Today's Avyakt signal, sanskars, your deep-rooted personality and experiences in you. Sanskars are all different, and they will always be so. But it is up to you as to whether you have a conflict of sanskars or you step away from them and keep yourself safe. If someone has sanskars of conflict, then the other person should not also work with them. Clap. Let each one keep changing themselves. Come in connection with each other with feelings of love and greatness. Pick up virtues from everyone, and the community and the world will be united in one direction, and you will reveal God's love throughout the world. So true. If you can deal with each other with virtues and values, you can still be different, huh? But to have virtues and values in your communication with each other, that's what's going to unite us. We can be different, but be respectful to the other person. And that will bring us together. So, the Brahmaputra, beautiful experience of meditation. Thank you, sister. Sonia C., good morning. Tamil, Chaya, Love C. Soul, Travel Qua, Kushali. Hi, website Design Seeker. I appreciate how America comes together in times of crisis. Yeah, it does. It does. Jasveen, hello. Ep Store, the sense of hope and resilience is aspiring, and you value the education system even if it's flawed. It opens doors. The Constitution is a remarkable document that will protect our rights. Yep. I love that we can pursue our dreams without too many restrictions. That's right, Dinesh. Very true. Hi, Gigi, Yukti, Darlene, welcome. And Senshin, very good. Shobha, Crystal, Ali, thank you for joining us today. Joanne, in Indu and everyone else. Just want you to think about things like this. Janapvi, such beautiful teachings returning me to who I am. Gently, powerfully, thank you, Sister Jenna and the team to move forward. I love you too. I love you too. So let's continue to raise wherever we are in our country, whatever country you belong to. The country is not great unless the people keep their vibrations elevated. If you succumb to algae, it is the destruction of your country. If you succumb to God's qualities and virtues, it's the liberation and the power of your country. Always remember that. It's our time. All right, everyone. A few more days, we'll continue to meditate the vote. I want to share with you that on the America Meditating YouTube, we will start to launch the Soul Talk conversations, interviews that I've had with many politicians, focusing on their spiritual side. So starting today, we will be releasing the first show on Soul Talk. It'll be on demand 24/7, so you should be able to get that later on this afternoon. I really thank you for all of your support, and remember to increase your love. Keep practicing to love everybody the same. Enjoy our national anthem, sung by the great, great musician, Kristen Hoffman. Please be peaceful, please be loving, and take care of each other. Om Shanti.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we at the twilight's last gleaming
to the flag of the United States of America.
broad stripes and bright stars through the
A huge cheer, then singing as the decision reaches the crowd out front.
You have no clue what the hell it feels like to be black in this country.
we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets
Pope Francis was known for reaching out to marginalized communities.
bursting in air gave proof through the night.
So what do you think of a Muslim and a Jewish guy walking together?
I think it's great.
Is it great?
I think we get along. It's great.
Oh, say does that star
Well, this is a perfect opportunity for you to try some active listening.
yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.